everyone, and welcome back to FPL Extra. I'm with my boys Zay and Gaz, and this week we're going to talk about our own teams and what we're going to do with our own plans. I'm sure a lot of you have been talking about your transfer moves and captain moves and whatever else. So we're going to kind of go through what we're going to do and what our teams are looking like and whether we're going to be bench boosting or not. So I will kick off this segment here. So I'm going to be starting with Kepa in goal. I've got me, Estupinian, our favourite boy, Trippier and Botman. Botman's flagged at the moment, but he should be okay. I think he's got food poisoning, boys. I'm not really sure.
Back in training though, I think, wasn't he?
I think there was a photograph of something floating around.
Yeah. Dodgy Curry, I think.
He did, man. Something dodgy Curry or something else, man. But
he just needs to man up a bit, doesn't he?
He does, man. And to be honest, it's not the best asset to have in a bench boost anyway. But a lot of stuff stuck with him. Midfield, I've gone for Mitoma. I've actually captained Mitoma at this moment in time. Although a lot of people are going to go Rashford, I've got it on Mitoma for now. I think he's consistent. I think, given the fixtures I've got, I think he's got a good chance of getting returns, goals at least. Hopefully, assists he's been quite consistent with. Moving on to Rashford. Rashford's flagged, but I think he should be all right. Gaz, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's back training. I think I said to you boys dinner through the week, I think he's doing a bit of light training, but I don't think he's had any ball training at the moment.
Right.
But that was a couple of days ago. So, me personally, I think he'll be all right. I'm pretty sure he's going to. I don't think he's going to miss that Newcastle game for anything because obviously fighting for Champions League, aren't we? So.
Yeah. And I've got Madders and I've got March, which a lot of people will be going for. March is another popular captain pick as well. I've seen a lot of people talking about maybe going for March. So it's kind of like in the balance at the moment. Up front, I've got Tony and Watkins as my other two strikers. Bench boost. Now, I'm going to be bench boosting. So I've got Raya. Again, I'm not really expecting too much from him. I've got Kane, as a lot of us have. Saka, who I thought about upgrading to a doubler, but to be honest, at home to Leeds, I'm expecting some big points there, especially after last week and missing out on the captaincy haul. So I don't want to lose him. The one I'm thinking of moving out is Zinchenko. So if I am going to be moving out Zinchenko, options-wise, I want someone that's going to be playing all the way through. So it might seem a bit controversial, but maybe Robbo is one. And I know it's absolutely mental given it's got tough fixtures, but he's got doubles coming up. He plays in 32. I think it's a punty punt.
Yep.
So maybe, I don't know, but that's me at the moment. All the way, man.
A punty punt for 2 pointers every week.
Yeah. That's it, man. So it's pretty much template as it goes.
I'll jump on with mine now, lads. Mine's quite similar. Obviously, at the back, I've got Kepa like you, Neil. Estupinian.
Yeah,
you got it right.
First time that. You got it then, didn't I? No messing. I've been practicing that. I've got Trippier and Botman, double Newcastle. And I've also got Henry instead of me. And then obviously in midfield, I've got March, Maddison and Rashford at the minute, who's captain.
Yep.
But obviously I'm going to wait for the presses to make sure that he's definitely going to play. And I've also got Watkins up front. I've got Tony and I've also started Kane. But I do plan on bench boosting, so obviously my bench is just basically Arsenal. Apart from Raya, I've got Odegaard, Zinchenko and Saka. I'm looking at maybe losing one or two of the Arsenal kids. But I think I'll be holding Saka personally. So it's looking, if I roll, I've got 2 free transfers, so I may roll one and just take Saka, not Saka, I might take Zinchenko out or Odegaard.
Yeah.
Depends who I want to bring in. Like you, Neil, as well, the options in defence, obviously moving forward, are like, if I bring Shaw in, obviously he's blanking in 32.
That's it.
And obviously see people bringing in Bruno who's blanking in 32, but obviously if you're using a free hit, then it's not that much of an issue, but I'm thinking of keeping my free hit till 34.
Yeah,
and
same.
I think I'd rather attack the doubles, like the double game week rather than the blank week, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much me at the minute. I'm not set on captain, obviously, with Rashford at the minute. I may just go for a bit of a cheeky punt, a punty punt.
Punty punt.
And I'm tempted to do Maddison. So yeah, that's where I'm at the minute.
That is a good one. Not gonna lie, that is a good one, guess.
Madders has got Aston Villa. Aston Villa away is shocking, but they have got Big Roy, I suppose. So one of those, and then Aston Villa at home. Aston Villa at home. So I'm tempted with that.
Yeah, not a bad shout, right?
Yeah, as far as fixtures go, they're probably two of the nicest ones. So
Yep. They have nice fixtures.
Zay, what are you saying?
So, yeah.
You're similar to us, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit similar team to you guys. Kepa in goal. Then I've got Raya on bench. Obviously, on a bench boost this week. Then got Trippier, Estupinian, and Ben Mee in defense. Obviously, Zinchenko gets the bench, but I'm pretty sure that I would take him out for a better option. I currently have Ben Chilwell and Shaw in mind. Usual standard transfer. No other punty punts like Neil. Not looking at Robo or Trent because I think they would be returning 2-pointers each week. And yeah, that would
assists are coming, man.
That would end up me being cursing them each week. So yeah, I got to avoid that. Then in the midfield, obviously, I've got McAllister, Mitoma, Maddison, Rashford currently with the armband. Hopefully he plays, and obviously if he plays, I think he's gonna bang. Two leaky defenses. I know that our amigo brother Dak claims that Newcastle has the best defense, but I think they would end up conceding versus Man United, and obviously Brentford at home is a good fixture for Rashford. Then obviously I've got Saka on the bench. I would not take Saka out. Definitely not a thing that I would obviously suggest that he is in a good form. I wouldn't take him out for Bruno as of now, but obviously things could change depending upon how the team news is and obviously the press conferences. Then obviously the forwards, I've got Tony, Kane, and a big differential for this week, and that is Erling Haaland because I did hold him for now.
Meat shield.
So, yep. And I have 2 free transfers, so I'm gonna look at getting rid of Kane if I want to match up with any of the forwards. Like people have Kai Havertz, and obviously there's Watkins.
I think Havertz is flagged though.
Yeah, he's flagged. So I might look at your Felix at some point. But as for now, I'm pretty much sad with Tony, Kane, and Haaland up front. So that is how my team is looking like.
I think this is the week. Where we take that punt on the captaincy, and it's either make it or break it now. So I think Mitoma is risky, but a lot of the EO is going to be focus is going to be on Rashford, isn't it? Really, I suppose. If he's fit, then it's kind of hard to look past him. He's been the most consistent, since Christmas and post World Cup and whatnot.
Yep.
I'm going to put you both on the spot right now. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to choose 3 captains in order from 1, 2, 3. Who's the best captain options for this game week? Just your own personal preference. You can have a punty if you want, or you can have a safe bet, whatever. So Neil, I'm going to start with you first. Which 3 straight in? Which would you have?
For me, and this is like not because of expectation of like following, but I do like Mitoma, I'm not going to lie. So I think Mitoma and Rashford is a close one. So I'm going to say, all right, let's do it. Mitoma, Rashford, Solly March, I think, as number 3.
So Mitoma first, Rashford second, Solly March third.
Yeah, Mitoma, I think, you know what it is? I think if it's the week I'm going to be doing it, I think this is the week. So I think it's going to be either Mitoma March for me, but at the moment it's on Mitoma. But I would say Mitoma March.
Did Mitoma score midweek? Did he score, I think? Midweek, Mitoma, I think he scored, didn't he?
I'm out of the loop, man. Did he score, yeah?
Yeah, let me just check. I think he did. He got... No, don't know. Can't check. He didn't play in the Premier League. Just forgot that.
He definitely did.
I think March is the only one out of the boys that is kind of, he's rested and stuff, innit? He hasn't done anything, so I've seen a lot of people going for March. What about you guys? What are you saying?
For me, I'd probably stick Rashford number 1, obviously, because of his ownership, and I don't want my rank to be going red. So yeah, I think I'd go Rashford first. I don't think I'd have Bruno anywhere in there, to be honest, in the 3. Nah. I think I'd stick with Rashford. Second, I'd probably say Maddison. And then third, I'd go Mitoma, who unfortunately I don't own. But I may own. Own come Saturday. Zay, what do you think, mate?
So I would go with Rashford, the first one. Second, I would say Tony, who has been in a brilliant form. I mean, he's getting goals. And the third one would obviously be Rapunzel on steroids, Erling Haaland for me.
Haaland's capable, Honestly, everyone's looking at doublers, right?
Yep.
But the guy's hungry, scoring goals. Liverpool
leaky.
Liverpool's
defense, it's not leaky, it's wide open, bro. Just can't
even though I did say Robbo, but I'm looking at the wide game because I don't want to. I don't want to use my free hit in 32. That's probably the only reason I'm saying Robbo is purely because assist potential. I'm not expecting clean sheets. It's probably not going to happen anyway, but that's a good shout, man.
I think Tony would probably be my 3, but I'm scared about that yellow card.
Yeah, that is something that might put a lot of people off. I mean, if you look at, he's got Brighton at away, obviously a tough fixture, but Brighton, we've seen Brighton conceding, and Brentford has been attacking pretty, in a good flow, and then they have been attacking with potential. And then similar is the case with Man United. We saw how leaky they were against Liverpool. So probably if they, play the similar game, I think Brentford might hurt them.
Do you know what it is? It's such a tough one, right? Because look, Newcastle are leaky, yeah. Yep. So Rashford is definitely, without a doubt, amazing. Do you know what I mean, to have as a captain? Mitoma, Brentford are quite leaky. Bournemouth as well. I think Bournemouth kept 2 clean sheets in the last 5. I think Brentford was 1, but I think both of them have conceded, I think 8 and 7 or something like that. So there's still high potential. The risk with Brighton though is getting the captaincy right, because you've got like McAllister, who could easily smash. March again. March is like hot and cold. And Mitoma, again, Mr. Consistency as well.
And sometimes it is even Ferguson who is among goals. So yeah, you have to be, get that pick right with Brighton.
He's cheap
That's
as well.
That's the trouble with Brighton, isn't it? Though they do tend to spread the goals between 4 or 5 of them, don't they?
Yep, that
is not just one person.
And then there is obviously Welbeck.
Welbeck. Yeah, with Welbeck as well. Yeah.
Yep.
What about bloody hell, if Morpay was like consistent and reliable, man, he'd be alright as well,
Yep.
Has he got Everton, hasn't he, that kid?
Is he at Everton now?
Everton now, mate, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm well out of the loop then. Is that where he is?
You need an holiday, Neil.
Wait, I'm going on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right, is Morpay, is that where he is? Do you know what?
That's Everton, mate, yeah.
That's shocking. That's how crappy he is.
I don't think he got many games, but I think last couple of games he might have been come on as a sub, I think, or something.
What about another captaincy for United, Park Ji-sung or something like that? I thought he's still playing, isn't he?
Rio Ferdinand's not a bad shout.
I still think John Barnes is playing, man. So, never know. Good shout for Gameweek 34. Barnsley on the doubler.
These are all the punty punts, by the way, people.
Mate, we're smashing. Yep. But, it's going to be interesting. I mean, me personally, I don't want Botman on a bench boost, but I don't really want to waste a transfer just to get someone better in. I'm not expecting much from him anyway. I mean, he's flagged. He might even play. So God willing he is. But if he's out or is doubtful for one, I probably will hold Zinchenko and probably move him out with Botman out.
I think with Eddie Howe though, obviously the first game's against United, he's going to want his best 11, isn't he? So
yeah,
I think he's going to, regardless whether he's had a couple of curries and he's had a bit of the shit. He's basically got to, he's got to play his best 11. So
he'll do a Gary Lineker on the pitch, man, and drop one on the side. Yeah.
Another shout as well that I was thinking. Obviously, I don't think any of us own this guy, but obviously another shout for captaincy could be a nice punty punt on Isaac. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, Isaac.
That's another one. But obviously, with my strikers at the minute, I don't really want to lose any of them. Obviously, I'd rather keep Kane. I know Zay's not keen on it, and he might be looking to move him on, but I think I'd rather keep Kane just for the next few weeks, and then obviously just see which situation I'm in.
Just a quick question from both of you, as you do not own Haaland, how would you go for him? Would you sell Kane for him, or do you have enough budget to just jump on him in game week 30?
Yeah,
I'm going to move Tony out.
Tony as well for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless anything happens like with Watkins or Kane, if I still own all 3 of them and they're all fine, then I'll probably move Tony out. Obviously for that yellow card business.
Yeah.
Boys, I've got one for you too. Bit random. I'd probably consider it a punty punt. Saka to Salah. Or in your case, Gaz,
I'm out.
Odegaard to Salah.
I'm out for this one.
Would you do it? He does well against top 6.
Gaz looks tempted.
I would do Odegaard to Salah. I would potentially do Odegaard to Bruno, obviously because he's got a double. But it's going to cause me issues in 32. But Salah, I would do Odegaard. I don't think I'd do Saka though.
It is going to cause you issues in game week 29 too with Salah because he's absolutely shite.
How much is Odegaard these days? Is he like 7 million, 7.5?
Do you know what? I don't even have him, man.
Hit
info. Let me check. Hold on.
I think he's about 7. So when I've got 6,
7.1. Let's have a look. He's 6.9.
6.9.
Yeah.
So yeah, I may just have enough money to do Salah.
I'll tell you what it is, right? If I didn't have Madders, I would do it. If I had Odegaard, like for example, I'd probably consider it. And
going
it's
from Madders
outlandish.
to Salah would be a much better move with the money than going from Odegaard to Salah, because I think it will freeze your bank for the next week, and I don't think it would be easier for you guys to move for Haaland if you go for Salah, right?
No, that's the trouble. Yeah, if I go for Salah this week, I can't
Kane has to go the week after.
I can't even go anywhere. I can't go anywhere then, really, because
the problem with Salah for me has been his price and the attacking returns. Like I said, I mean, he has been shite so far for the price he's being offered at. I think paying that much money, I don't want assists from him and just a goal in 3 games. I would obviously want. Do you know what's
frightening though, Zay? He's 4th in the midfield's points.
Yep. But he hasn't been consistent.
He hasn't been consistent, and he's having a bad season at 154 points. Yep. And you've got like Saka 170, Martinelli 157, Rashford 156. They're having like worldies, yeah.
Yep.
And Salah's like underperforming, and he's still like ranking 4th. It's quite phenomenal, man. But the thought did cross my mind, but I'm just not comfortable losing Saka against Leeds at home, man.
What do you reckon about Gakpo instead of Salah?
Could be a good punty punt.
He's done all right.
Not done too bad, has he?
He's cheap. How much is he? Zay?
That's 7.5 again, I think. Maybe
Cody,
8, 7.5.
Cody's 7.7, right?
7.7. Yup, he's selected by just 4%, and his current form is 5.7. 41 points, not bad to be honest, but obviously
4% ownership is pretty decent, man, boys.
Yeah, and he has had 14 points in the game they played against United.
Damn.
Plays in 32 as well.
Yeah, he does. I think the midfield spot is tightly closed for me. I don't think I can adjust a punt in there. Obviously, if I want to punt in, I can do it on forwards and in defense, but midfield is sorted for me as for now.
Do you know what else? Another one. If I could, again, like you said, spots are so like tight in the midfield. I'd go for Barnes as well, man. Barnes is being underlooked, you know.
Yeah.
Is that John Barnes or Harvey Barnes?
John Barnes! John Barnes!
Paul was right after all, wasn't she? Barnes does still play.
John Barnes, man. She's in the other room. She thinks John Barnes is still here. John Barnes is still playing, bro.
Lads, can I just ask, are we just pretty much all set on 32? We all set on bench boost for 29?
Yep.
I think we boosted this week, boys. But for our discussions and anyone else watching us, I think we're swerving free hit 32. And I think, you know what, it will be a case of a good 9 or 10 will be enough. I'd even probably be ended up with 9, I reckon.
I'll probably have 11, me.
Do you reckon you'll have another, yeah?
I've got 11 at the minute if I don't touch my team. But obviously, if I make the right transfers in this week and next week, I should probably have 11 players. And then I can free hit 34, which will be fine for that. I'm happy with that. And then hopefully...
Yeah. So guys, as we're running short on time, let's just quickly go for the quiz, and then obviously we can wind this up. So yeah,
best part of the night. This.
Yeah. Let's head towards the quiz.
Me questions. Right.
Yep.
Imagine if I've lost the questions.
Oh damn!
Anyway, I've got a question here. This was sent in by one of the FPL community. Sent in by FPL Dean.
Dino.
Yeah.
I chatted to Dean earlier.
Dino.
Yeah.
He's not been having a great season, so hopefully this week will change for him. Good luck, Dean.
Dean's on a -4 at the moment. I think he's talking about a -8, but I've talked him out. He's on a -4.
Yeah, he's probably doing a -12 by Saturday. But yeah, this is a question from FPL Dean.
Go on, bro.
Who was Pep Guardiola's first Man City signing?
Ooh.
Any of you
on the old guard.
So who was Pep Guardiola's first Manchester City signing? Yeah, Torre, yeah? Zay?
I think, was it Silva?
David Silva?
Yep.
Do you want me to give you both a clue?
Go on.
Yeah.
Because you're both wrong. So the clue is, he's still playing for him now.
John Stones?
Who do you say, Neil?
He's still playing for him now. Oh, damn.
Good question, this from Dean.
That's a very good question. Jeez.
Before I read the answer, I thought it was Aguero, before I read the answer.
I thought it was one of the old boys, like Silva, Torre, Kolarov, one of them ones.
Who do you reckon, Neil? There you going Stones, yeah?
No. Can I change that? I would go with Gundogan.
You're saying Gundogan?
Yep.
Oh, mate, it's a hard one. Damn, someone that's still there from back in then. Oh my days.
Zay's just having 15 guesses on Neil.
Zay's just taking the piss, man.
You need to hurry up, man.
All right, give me a clue. What position? Give us a clue position-wise.
Centre mid.
Gundo.
You both got Gundo right, yeah. After about 15 guesses.
Yeah,
Gundo. It's got to be Gundo, isn't it?
Finally a point
for ages.
Finally a point for me, yes.
Right, I'll give you 1 point each for that.
Thank you.
Hey.
Right, the second question is no cheating now.
No, go on.
No looking at the FPL websites and nothing like that, yeah? So, after Haaland, who's on 203 points, who has scored the most FPL points so far this season?
I think it's Tony.
You're saying Ivan Toney. What's your answer, Neil?
So say that again, guys. So after Haaland,
basically Haaland's on 203 points. Who's second highest for FPL points this season so far?
Saka?
Both wrong. Got 182 points.
Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. So we got
0
for this.
1-1. This might be a bit before your time, this one, Zay, but I don't think it will be. You probably know this one. Who was the first goalkeeper to score in the English Premier League? The first goalkeeper to score in the Premier League.
Oh my God. Who's come up?
Everyone's at home every week screaming these answers at the phone.
If they're in here right now,
Zero
in this
clues.
beautiful studio where we're sitting in the Maldives, they wouldn't know it.
So think of a keeper who's played in the Prem. Which keepers do you know that scored a goal?
I know Schmeichel's done it in the past.
Which keeper's crazy enough to score a goal?
Peter Schmeichel.
Who are you going with, Zay?
I can't even remember keepers from that time, bro.
It doesn't mean that it's back then.
It could be like after that, man. Post.
It's just the first goal scored by a keeper.
I'm thinking Schmeichel because he was a bit of a loon, man. He's to come up front.
I saw Alisson Becker doing that, so I'd go with Becker.
Neil was right, Schmeichel.
I haven't seen him.
You know what it is? I just remember him being a bit of a loon, man. He used to just come up. Zay,
you weren't too bad with that guess, though, Zay, because I think he scored a few assists, Alisson, hasn't he?
Alisson's done a couple of.
He scored a header too last season. Remember when they were, getting that top four? He scored probably a header, or I don't know. Probably it was a header, right?
Assist as well, for sure, man.
2-1 to Neil at the minute. So question 4, this one. Which team has the most losses in Premier League history? So which team has lost the most games in the full Premier League history so far?
In history.
They've lost 428 games.
Damn.
Gotta be the most shite team
in history. Could cumulative
Dave, you've
losses.
got it put on there, mate. It's going to be someone who's shit.
Proper shit.
But yeah, so basically, when the Premier League started, up until now, who's lost the most games in the Premier League?
So have they relegated once or twice from that?
Definitely, they would have gone down. I'm sure.
I couldn't confirm that. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna take a punt. I'm gonna go for something.
They are. Let me just hang on. Wind that back a minute, Neil, before you start using your answers.
Oh,
they're still in the Premier League to this day.
Oh,
it's a current team.
Oh.
Someone who's in the league at the minute, and they're not doing very well, to be honest.
If you would have asked me last season, I would have said Arsenal, but I think I have to change my answer now.
Kiss it!
Love it.
Look at this retro beauty.
Love it, Neil, love it.
So hold on a minute. They're in the Premier League still. Cumulative losses, worst losses.
So you just need to pick someone who's in the league at the minute who's doing pretty shit.
There's a lot of crap teams, man. Oh my God, it's going to be someone. There's a lot of them. That's the thing, man. There's a lot of these.
I would go with. Can we have 2 guesses?
One, Zay. So are they doing like quite shit at the moment? Yeah.
They've not been great.
So that means they're not doing bad.
I think it might be either Bournemouth or the Nottingham Forest. But Nottingham Forest just got back in, so they wouldn't.
Yeah, and they've not always been up and up and down, man. They're
and
not always.
That cancels out Bournemouth too.
So you have to think, lads, they've been in the Premier League because this is just Premier League losses.
Yeah.
So they must have been in there a while because
I
obviously
think
they've
I'm gonna go with
Palace.
Leicester.
Leicester and Palace, you're both saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're both wrong.
If I said that they're in blue,
Chelsea.
and they've recently
Everton.
I think Everton.
Oh shit!
428 losses.
Oh
Damn,
shit.
they are crap though. They are shit.
So we're still 2-1 at the minute. So Zay, you need this one to draw level.
Yep.
Who scored the first perfect hat trick in the Premier League? So it was a left foot, right foot, and a header. Who scored the first hat trick, the perfect hat trick in the Premier League?
I would
So I'll just say, I'll give you a clue. This guy doesn't play football anymore.
I want to say Alan Shearer.
Nah, you're both wrong. You know what? I actually think, right, this guy is on the England squad. Like, he's one of the coaches or something on the England team. I seen him on the telly the other night. I didn't realise he was. I might be wrong when I said this, but I'm pretty sure it's him. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Oh,
I haven't even heard of that guy. So
Zay, he's a beast, bro. Beast. Jimmy Floyd. Oh, he is. He was on the sidelines. Yes, he was.
He was on the bench, I think. Like, he's some kind of like coach or something for him.
Zay,
I'm gonna
Google him.
Do you know what? I'm going to fire this last question because this was my tiebreaker question.
Go on,
Give you a chance, Zay. Which team has the most wins in the Premier League history?
United.
Yeah, I think Man United.
For a bonus point, lads, how many wins have they had up until this current week? The closest one gets a point.
How many losses did Everton had?
Everton had 428 losses.
I think the number should be around somewhere.
Losses, yeah?
The wins.
That was Everton. This is United wins.
United's
how many wins?
Oh, wins. Okay, wins. I would say
around
960.
650.
There you was the closest, mate. 718.
Hey.
Do I get the point for being the closest?
I'll give you the point, yeah, but then that means you're on a tie.
Yeah.
And I've got no other questions.
Yeah, we can do with the tie.
Tie's all right.
Yeah, finally.
It's a first.
We'll give you that.
It's a first.
I'm still a champion.
Just about.
Undefeated.
Just about your top.
Undefeated.
So yeah, that was I like that. That was some good questions there.
Yep.
Say do Google thingy. What's that, bro?
I tried mixing them up a little bit, so there's a bit of old school, bit of new school.
For the hat trick, one, I would have said initially I thought like something like Henri, but then I thought Shearer. You know what I mean? Shearer's always banging in goals.
He had a lot of goals, right?
Yeah. So also, there's high probability. He used to get a lot of
he did get
hat
quite
tricks
a few.
and whatever. Yeah.
I think he held the record for a few hat tricks here and there for something.
Yep, he did. So
until Haaland turned up.
Yep. Haaland is gonna tear a lot of records apart.
How many is he on now? Is it 6 hat tricks this season already or something, isn't it?
Something daft, 6 to 7, yeah, I think. Going crazy, and I don't own him this week as well, so I'm pretty scared.
What he did to Leipzig, I mean, I saw that game, to be honest. I mean, we can't say that all of them were quality goals, but his positioning is so good. He's always in a chance to score a goal. If you look at Mbappe, he's going to create chances, he's going to score wonders. But obviously with Haaland, he's not going to create much, but when he gets into those positions, there's no stopping him. So I think this new era would be Mbappe versus Haaland.
Do you reckon they'll reach the heights of Ronaldo and Messi?
Yep.
But I'm talking Ballon d'Ors, winning
also,
Champions
one
Leagues.
of the players, I don't think if you guys have seen him. Have you seen the guy Kvaratskhelia from Napoli?
Which one?
Kvaratskhelia, the Kvaradona from Napoli.
A lot of them are talking about him.
Beast. Sorry about the bad language, but he's
not at all.
He's a beast.
Their striker's pretty good, isn't he, at the minute as well?
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Victor Osimhen, he's going to move. He's playing for a contract. He's playing for a big move, man. So
I don't think he's going to move like next season. I think he's going to stay there for one more season. People love him there, bro.
He's loved, and you know what it is as well. It's quite controversial as well. But you know, like Italy, you know, they don't always take to foreign players, man. Do you know what I mean? And they're proper taking him on. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a lot of money, isn't it?
He's gonna be massive money, money. If you consider, like, you know, he's absolutely potent.
Napoli are gonna do similar to what they did to Chelsea with Koulibaly.
Yeah. Koulibaly should have moved about 5 years ago, man.
Yeah, Koulibaly, I mean, I've heard about him that he was such a good prospect. I used to watch Serie A at one time. He was pretty alright, but you know, this version of Koulibaly is absolutely shit. I mean, I did never expect him to play this bad. He can't even pick correct passes as for now.
Bro, you know what? Thiago Silva, 38 years old, is their best defender, man.
Is so underrated. I think he has to be in the top 5 defenders for me. Obviously, people would rate Ramos. He is because of the trophies. Some people would obviously say Van Dijk. I don't think he is there yet. But obviously, Thiago Silva.
Van Dijk, man.
No,
you know what? He's.
I would
just let's say it, man. You know what? I'll be real. He's had a couple. He's had a couple of decent seasons ish.
Yep.
But he makes a lot of mistakes, man, and he's getting called out for them as well.
I mean,
shit.
We've had better defenders, but I would rate PK over Van Dijk as for now.
Gerard Piqué, man.
Yeah, he was all right, but not as good as Ramos. I'm a Barca fan. I do claim that. But I think Ronald Araujo could be someone. You might have seen.
Zay, you know, your boy used to be at United. You know that. Piqué used to be a United boy.
Used to be at United.
Zay, can I just ask you? Do you ever remember back in the day that Carlos Puyol?
Yup.
Hey.
He was a beast. He was a beast.
Puyol.
The beast of Barcelona, mate.
Yeah.
He was a defender, that kid.
Yeah.
I had him on FIFA a few times.
So did I.
Mate, he was pretty good. He was pretty good. Yep.
Do you know what as well? Going on FIFA, I'll tell you 2 good defenders that I used to go for all the time was Konate, and the other one was Bastoni as well.
Yeah, he's good.
Bastoni.
Yep.
Is he still at Inter Milan?
I think he is at Inter Milan. Yep.
Someone I always used to go for on FIFA. I always used to have Aguero up front because even though I'm a United fan, I just think he was class, and even on FIFA he was decent.
Yeah.
And the other guy in my midfield was N'Golo Kante, mate. He was like an absolute machine on FIFA.
I can't remember that one defender. If you guys remember, he used to play for Atletico Madrid. He was from Uruguay. I don't remember his name. He was a little bit.
Oh, Diego Godin.
Diego Godin.
Oh,
yeah,
Godin,
that guy was a beast. I remember him too.
He didn't have very much pace though, did he? His pace was like 32 or something.
Yep.
But his defending was class.
Yep, he was a class defender.
Lads, just before we wrap up, I've got one more question for you.
Yep.
Saying, come in, go on, bro.
Who scores the most points this week? Which player? You can only pick one. One player scores the most points in this double.
I'd say
Ken Botman joke. I don't know. It's going to be a weekend where someone's going to shock us, and it's like, So remember what I said to you boys here. So imagine who we think is going to score the most, and let's go for someone left field.
I think Maddison's going to score the most.
Maddison can do something. I think Barnes is one.
Yep.
I keep saying Barnes. I think Barnes is going under the radar, man. I think he can do bits.
But yeah, guess what do you say? The call is about to end in like 5 minutes, so yeah, we have to wrap it up. So what do you say would score? Would it be Maddison or Barnes?
I think Maddison will score the most.
About you,
I think he'll score.
I'm going Mitoma, man. I think Mitoma's going to return.
And for me, I'd say, obviously, if not the yellow card, I'd say it would be Tony.
Tony's a nice pick, man.
Yep.
So it's a bit varied.
On the next video, we'll see who was right.
Yeah, and we're all going to be a bunch of sheep and go EOs and follow Rashford, man.
Yep.
But it depends on Rashford using it, man. But
I just want to say as well, lads, I just want to thank everyone. Obviously, the last video smashed 700 views, which was absolutely amazing. And the sub, Neil, I think we're like close to 140, aren't we now?
I think we're on. Actually, let me do a quick check. It's been flying, man. So at the moment we're on 139. So it's been quite amazing since the last video. Yeah, like Gaz was saying, I don't know how that's happened. It's amazing. Like the shares, the likes, everyone's supporting us. But to hit over 700 views in the last video is something that we did not expect at all. So
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Appreciate all the love and support as well. Yeah, it's been amazing.
So let's go. We're gonna wrap it up as the video is about to end. Like the call is about to end in 2 minutes. So yeah, thank you to the FPL community for all the love that you've given us. Thank you for all the support. So far, it has been much helpful for us. And hopefully your love and support would help us grow more and more. We're not gonna do a video next week because Neil would be in Lisbon. He's off for holidays, and probably the other week Gaz is going to Spain probably. So yeah,
probably
yep. So we're gonna do shorts in between that, just to tell us about how our teams are looking.
And a space, maybe we'll try and get a space in as well next week, possibly, boys.
Yep. So obviously you would have to wait for another episode. It would obviously, we're gonna do it like do it on HBO. We're gonna make you wait for 2 weeks, and obviously after that we're gonna be back. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe if you love the content that we post, and yeah, good luck for Game Week 29.
Wait, look at this. Hey, love it, JVC baby.